I know it's been a little while since I posted a usual video. It has been only gig reports the last couple of weeks, and that has to do with the fact that I had to play a lot of gigs and I also had some studio work that I had to do. But this is the first video I'm doing to kind of get back into things, but it is still something different. I'm going to show you what it is. So lately I've been looking online at Les Pauls, just because maybe someday I want to own another Les Paul than the one I already have, because I really like it and I mainly play Les Pauls these days. So I'm just trying to keep up to date with everything that's out there, if there's anything new coming. And yesterday I saw something interesting, which I will show you. So I was scrolling through the Thomann website like I'm doing now, and all of a sudden I saw this. A Gibson Les Paul standard faded 50s and a faded 60s, which seems to be something new because I haven't heard of this any time before this. This has the description that it's a modern weight relief. All of the other specs seem pretty in line with what they are already, except for the fact that they have the classic 57 humbuckers. So the normal one and the plus one, and of course the fact that they are faded. They don't state which color they're actually coming out in. They just say faded. The description for the 60s one is a bit different. It doesn't say anything about weight relief, but it does say that the 60s one has a 50s rounded neck. So not the slim taper one that's currently on the 60s, but of course, if that's actually going to be the case is something that we still have to see. But also the same classic 57 pickups in there, and also no color specified, not even the faded color specified as with the 50s one I just showed you. And these are due to in 10 to 13 weeks, which seems pretty soon. And of course it shows here the Epiphone versions of those models, but I'm not too sure about any of the descriptions and everything they link onto on this website, but when I saw this I was rather curious because, like I said, I haven't heard anything about this before. But when I searched the internet for Gibson standard Les Paul faded 60s, for instance, because that's the first one I saw yesterday, you get the old stuff. So you get the thing that I just saw on Thomann. And you get all the old faded versions that have been released prior to this, but nothing on a new 2020 release of a new faded model, which is actually a bit more expensive than the normal standard model around here. So you can see here it's 2,499 euros. If we go to a regular 60s model, let me get back here. If you look at a regular 60s model, I think it's beneath 2,300. Yeah, here the Bourbon Burst is 2,298. So the new faded models seem to be a bit more expensive for some reason. But we cannot see them yet. I'm not even sure if this is going to be an actual release because there is nothing about it online, except for on Thomann, at least for as far as I could find at this moment. I actually started a thread on my Les Paul forum, so if you want to join in on the conversation, I will link that thread down below. But basically trying to find out if anyone else has heard anything about this except for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone else saw this, but no one has posted anything about it online as far as I saw. It will be time for something new, but I'm very curious about what they're up to. I'm going to email Thomann. I didn't do it before I was shooting this video because I'm afraid that if they contact them, if I call them or email them or reach out to them by WhatsApp, they might take the ad down, which would prevent me from showing you what I have found so far in this online on our website. So this scavenger hunt actually got more fun. I decided to contact Thomann about this, and don't get thrown off by the language thing because you will see that some part of the language is in Dutch, where I'm originally from. They answer in German, where I'm living now and where Thomann is located, and I'm writing them in English so you can read it. But as you can see in this WhatsApp conversation, they're not giving me any more info about this. They seem to be pretty hesitant about it, but they asked me to email them, which I also already did. But if you look at the page I just showed you, it now shows that this model is offline. I actually had someone I know, a good contact I have, look up the source code on their website to see if there's any more information. So if I want to, I can get proof back that this page existed. But like I already showed you, I screen captured the page they had before. And like I suspected, once I contacted them about this, they took this offline because probably it wasn't supposed to be online yet because nothing has been revealed about these models. But of course, I'm not done digging. I don't expect to get an answer by email very soon. And if I get an answer, I will not be expecting it to be very in-depth or anything. So I'm gonna see if there is someone at a other guitar store or at Gibson who I can contact about this and see if I can shake some information loose on the scoop. So I'll get back to you in a moment. The current standard models, the 50s and 60s ones, have been released in 2019 under the new management. And as far as I know, these have been a success for Gibson. I've got the 60s model, a Bourbon Burst, and I'm very happy with it ever since I got it in 2020. The only new models they have released since then, as far as I know, have been the deluxe models. So if they come up with something new, that would be pretty interesting because the current guitars have been out for 4 years. And it would be nice to get a different kind of top, a different color, a different neck shape maybe, different pickups and other specs that are different from the current ones that make owners like myself of these models maybe look into something different. But why haven't they released anything about these new models yet if they are due to be released in November, if I have to believe the Thomann representative who I talked to? I'm not sure about it. I contacted Gibson in the meantime as well, but I don't expect to hear anything back from them, not on short notice, and just like I mentioned with Thomann, I don't expect to hear anything in depth about this. Not just yet. I'm pretty sure they want to release something in a press release or with a bigger YouTube channel because they will probably not know me. Like a lot of you who will be watching this might not know me. So they don't want a small-time YouTuber to spill the beans on any new models. But of course, I'm very keen to know more and tell you about it. So that's as much as I can tell you about it at this time, and I don't expect to get any new information anytime soon. But of course we can speculate. I would like to know what you think about this. Personally, I think this is something interesting. I would like to see something new because I've been happy with the current models. I think they have done a good job under the new management. But I would like to see something new. I would like to see some different tops, maybe a lemon burst or a honey burst with a flame top, because of course you have the classic model with the honey burst which has a plain top, but maybe a 60s honey burst with a flame top would be nice. Different pickups, different configuration specs, you name it. I would like to see that because in prior years they brought out a new model each year and they're not doing that ever since they reinvented the brand in 2019. But of course we don't want the same 3 models for the 50s and the 60s with the same colors and shapes and pickups for 10 years to come. So there has to be something new to keep us as guitar players interested. And I would like to know what that is going to be. So will the faded model just have a thin nitro finish? Will there actually be different pickups, a different neck carve? I hope to hear from them. I hope there will be a release, a press release, any more information anywhere sometime soon, or maybe just hear from them. But like I said many times before, I don't expect that to happen. But of course we can speculate. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.